Hey everyone, welcome back to Filmy File, the place where we make stories easy to understand and fun to experience. Today, we're diving into the complete story of one of the greatest fantasy shows ever made, Game of Thrones. Created by David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, based on the novels by George R.R. Martin and brought to life by the brilliant music of Ramin Djawadi, this show changed television forever. Let's explore the world of Westeros, a land of kings, dragons, loyalty, and betrayal. We'll walk through all 8 seasons, step by step, keeping things simple, clear, and spoiler-free. So sit back and enjoy. This is Game of Thrones, the complete story explained. Season 1, The Beginning of Power. The series begins in the cold and mysterious north of Westeros. Beyond a giant wall of ice known simply as the Wall, strange events are happening, hinting that something ancient may be returning. In Winterfell, we meet Lord Eddard Stark, Ned, who rules his land with honor and justice. He lives peacefully with his wife Catelyn and their children. Life in Winterfell feels calm and warm, until the king himself, Robert Baratheon, arrives with his royal family and a proposal that changes everything. Meanwhile, in the capital King's Landing, politics are dangerous. The Lannisters, one of the richest and most powerful families, hold great influence. Queen Cersei Lannister, her brother Jaime, and their intelligent brother Tyrion play key roles in shaping the power around the throne. Far across the narrow sea, a young woman named Daenerys Targaryen begins her journey. She belongs to a family that once ruled Westeros but lost their throne. Her story begins quietly, but destiny has other plans for her. Season 1 sets the foundation: families, loyalties, and the central theme. When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. Season 2, The Clash of Kings. The kingdom begins to divide. Multiple rulers claim the right to sit on the Iron Throne, the seat of power in Westeros. Armies rise, alliances form, and battles begin. But Game of Thrones never shows war as simple. It's full of choices, sacrifices, and shifting loyalty. In the north, Robb Stark leads his army with honor. In King's Landing, Tyrion Lannister takes on new responsibilities, showing intelligence and wit. And beyond the sea, Daenerys continues her journey toward freedom and leadership, guided by her growing confidence. Meanwhile, at the Wall, the Night's Watch travels farther north, discovering new dangers hidden in the frozen lands. Season 2 focuses on power struggles. Everyone wants to rule, but few understand what it truly means. Season 3, Chains and Choices. By Season 3, the world of Westeros grows darker. The wars continue, and each family faces loss and betrayal. In King's Landing, the Lannisters hold strong control, but danger comes from every side. Tyrion continues to prove himself clever in politics, while others in the family make ruthless moves. Far away, Daenerys Targaryen starts to build her own strength. She begins freeing people from cruelty, gathering followers who believe in her. Her story is one of transformation, from a frightened girl to a leader with vision. At the Wall, the Night's Watch faces its hardest challenges yet, and strange events remind us that the real danger might not be from humans at all. Season 3 explores how choices define people. Even good intentions can lead to consequences. Season 4, The Rise of Legends. Season 4 brings the story to new heights. We see power at its peak and justice being tested. In King's Landing, major events shake the royal family and the entire kingdom. New rulers emerge, and the capital becomes a place of both luxury and fear. In the east, Daenerys grows stronger than ever. Her leadership is now respected, and she begins ruling cities with fairness and strength. Her dragons, once small, become symbols of her power. At the Wall, Jon Snow and the Night's Watch face an incoming threat, not from kings, but from something much older. Season 4 focuses on growth and leadership, what it means to rule and what it costs. Season 5, Faith and Fire. The 5th season slows down to explore the deep themes of belief, faith, and justice. In King's Landing, religion begins to influence politics. A new group gains power through faith and moral authority, challenging even the Queen. In the north, Winterfell becomes a place of mystery and danger. Characters are tested, forced to choose between honor and survival. Across the sea, Daenerys faces challenges of ruling. Being a queen is no longer about strength alone. It's about patience, understanding, and hard decisions. Meanwhile, the Wall becomes more important than ever. The Night's Watch realizes that the ancient legends beyond the Wall are not just stories. Season 5 reminds us that power alone is never enough. Ideals and belief can be just as dangerous. Season 6, Revelations and Returns. Season 6 is full of revelations. Mysteries begin to unfold. We learn about the pasts of key characters, and many long-awaited moments finally arrive. In the North, Jon Snow and the Stark family face huge changes that begin to shape the future of the entire kingdom. In King's Landing, the power struggle becomes more personal and intense than ever. Daenerys' journey continues. Now, she begins to bring her strength toward Westeros, the land that once rejected her family. The music of Ramin Djawadi shines beautifully here, especially during moments of discovery and triumph. Season 6 feels like the calm before the storm. The pieces are finally in place for the final battles. Season 7, Fire and Ice. The story now connects all main characters. Alliances form, enemies meet, and for the first time, everyone realizes there's a much bigger danger coming, one that threatens everyone no matter which side they're on. In King's Landing, power becomes fragile. In the North, leadership and unity become essential. And Daenerys finally reaches Westeros, bringing with her armies, dragons, and purpose. The theme of Season 7 is unity versus pride. Can people come together before it's too late? The visuals, direction, and music all reach cinematic levels here, epic, emotional, and filled with scale. Finale Season 8, The Final Fight. The final season brings everything together. All the storylines, from the Wall to King's Landing, from Daenerys to the Starks, come face to face. Every character's journey leads to this moment, where choices decide the future of Westeros. But don't worry, we won't reveal how it ends. The final season is emotional, grand, and visually stunning. It explores the final questions of power, justice, and destiny. Even though fans have many opinions, Game of Thrones remains a cultural milestone, a show that changed how fantasy stories are told on screen.
Conclusion e outro.
And that's the story of Game of Thrones, the complete journey through power, loyalty, and destiny. From Winterfell to King's Landing, from the Wall to across the sea, this world taught us that heroes and villains are not always who they seem, and that every decision has a cost. With direction by David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, and music by Ramin Djawadi, this series became a masterpiece of storytelling. If you enjoyed this detailed explanation, make sure to hit like, share, and subscribe to Filmy File for more cinematic breakdowns and web series explanations made simple and spoiler-free. I'm your host from Filmy File, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep watching great stories.